So have an adult help you. So then you're going to need your lotion bottle too. I picked this one. This is my favorite lotion ever, Drenched in Pink, Fresh and Clean. And what you're going to want to do is start cutting along the top like you saw that I started. So when you're done cutting around the whole thing, this is what it's going to look like. All this lotion you can use, you can actually put it in a little jar or a bowl if you have one, because it's a lot of extra lotion. And then I'll show you this part you're going to be getting rid of. And this is the part that we're going to use. So our next step is to clean this whole thing out. And then after you clean it out, you're going to want to kind of trim up the sides a little bit because you don't want any sharp edges on it, and you kind of want to make it even. You want to make this even. So I just finished washing it off. Now it's spotless. Make sure it's dry completely. The edges are still a little bit rough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Sharpie and I'm just going to line where I want to cut it again with the box cutter. I know you really can't tell because I used a red Sharpie, but I lined it right, just not too much because you don't want it to hold your brushes really well. So I just lined right above the tag. You can kind of see. It just depends on how much you want off and how big you want your jar to be. Okay, now that I finished kind of making it a little bit more even on the sides, this one I kind of messed up on the back, but I'll just turn that towards the back and nobody will see. You have the option of either leaving it pink if you want, if you like pink and if your room's pink and it matches perfect, then you can leave it like this. Take a spray glue, spray the whole thing, and then you can put the choice of your glitter on it. You can make it glittery. You can put little buttons on it if you want to. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the inside pink because I do like the inside pink. I'm going to take this orange paint. You can kind of see it looks kind of yellowy, but it's really orange color. And I'm just going to take my paintbrush and I'm going to paint the whole outside because I do like the inside being pink. And against that color, I think those two colors look great together. And while I'm painting, I'm also going to add some sparkles straight onto the paint and they'll stick, so it's sparkly. And before you start to paint, put a paper towel down just so it stays clean and so you have somewhere to put down your paintbrush if you have to get up and do something, and just so you won't make a mess everywhere. So I'm gonna take my paintbrush and I'm gonna put the paint up here too, and I'm gonna mix a little bit. I'm gonna mix the paint, and I'm just gonna kind of slab it on. And I'm gonna take some of this glitter and I'm gonna pour some of it onto the paint. For a little. See, so it's a little bit glittery. I'm gonna shake off some of the extra and it'll be pretty. Then we're gonna let that dry a little bit and then we're gonna go to the next side. It kind of looks like a big block of cheese right now because I have it flipped over so all the sides can dry. But this is what it looks like right now. I think I'm gonna have to do some touch-ups because when the paint starts to dry, the pink starts to crack through a little bit. Put some of these little rocks in there so when you do put your brushes in, they kind of stay in place. So if you don't have too many, they won't really fall over. So this helps them stand up. Okay, this is what your finished product is going to look like with all your brushes in them.